Welcome to Scenic Van Works. Today we're going to do a little tour of our blue gray that is for sale. This is a 2022 Mercedes 2500 Sprinter. It's the V6 turbo diesel 4x4. We have AM slider windows on driver and passenger sides, and slider window on the Flare Space Flare driver side. Along the top we do have a Backwoods Adventure Mods roof rack with a 250 watt solar panel, a light bar across the top, and AM window slider on driver's side as well. On the side here we do have a shore power hookup up to 50 amps and a bumper tow hitch on the back. All right, let's take a look at the interior. On the outside of our entry bench we do have a overhead light switch that turns the cabin lights on. This is our Lagoon table mount. We'll get to that later. All the flooring is our lawn seal with our texture. Here on the bench we have two convenient USB quick chargers. We have storage underneath the bench, which also passes through to the back garage. We have another storage which you can store your cassette toilet in, or choose to leave this home or at camp and use it for additional storage. These are our two vents here for our hydronic heating system. This bench right here folds over. This will help give access to the garage or give you more space. Super easy to use. We come in here, we have our isotherm fridge freezer combo. Some more storage. This is our induction cooktop. When you purchase the van you can choose to keep it in here in case you do not like it to use it, or we can inset it into our butcher block countertop. You have extra storage, large capacity storage under the sink here. This is your gray water, also extra storage or trash, and tons of overhead storage with soft closing hinges that do not rattle as you go. Our bar sink comes with a removable top plate. You can use it as a cutting board, hot cold water. If you look up here, we use the hydronic heater, so Rixon's heating system. You just turn on the furnace, it runs off of the diesel fuel in the truck and heats from the vents, or runs through a heat exchanger to heat your hot water. We have our on-off switch for the fridge, our Victron display that tells you how much you're either charging or using for power, and our 3000 watt Victron inverter display. On the ceiling we have two ceiling fans, one in the bed compartment and one in the galley, both controlled by the same remote. And by your bed we have our on-off switch and a dimmer, and we also have two convenient, maybe hard to see, USB chargers when you're in bed or even on the road. A little L-track for additional storage or attachment pieces. We have a nice black walnut trim piece here. If we take a look up front, here's the driver's seat and your steering wheel. All of your controls for the electric seats, windows, power heated, extra large display here, cup holders both on front and on the side. We do have a swivel seat here on the driver's side, which is Alpine Mechanisms. It's great because it only raises your seat, like you can see, less than even a ½ inch. This spins around so you can face the galley. And let's see, we'll take here a little cut while we get our Lagoon table mount. You can either use it outside, slipping this on here, and you just tighten it down with these hand tight, and it swivels both outside and multiple angles. Then you want to use it inside if you're going to have dinner. You just raise it up if you want to sit on your seat or your bench seat, and you tighten it down, and now you can either swivel it on the bench or swivel it this way and have access on the passenger seat and the bench and sit across or have a workstation. On the back we have two tinted windows and scene lights on both sides These lights are controlled on a switch from the back control panel here. This is for the scene lights, which work really well at night on the ground, and then a garage light. Here's our AC/DC panel. All of your fuses for the DC components like the fridge and USB ports, water box, puck lights for the ceiling, and then of course your breakers for your main power, 30 amps, and then 15 amp to 20 amp outlets throughout the van. Convenience outlet here and up front for the stove or anything else you need to power. Here's our water box. This is a hot and cold water quick disconnect for your hose for your wash station, and your fill and drain. Over here you can see the Victron components. These, we have 300 amp hour batteries currently, but you can expand to 600 amp hours, and there's our 3000 watt Victron inverter. The depth of the garage is meant to hold long, extra large e-bikes, and the pass-through helps for long ski storage or anything that's longer than 6 feet. If we take a look at the bed, we have a black aluminum frame powder coated bed frame, and up top almost a queen size mattress with our window slider on the driver's side, and again the passenger side has 2 convenient USB charge stations. All right, that wraps it up. That's the van tour. If you have additional questions or would like to see more images, you can contact me at scenicvanworks.com through the help